like with regards to like the legalese and the language, and like in Black's Law Dictionary with the inversion of the words or double meaning of words, um, were there any words that you've come across, like you said, constable, but any words that you come across where the meaning is the opposite that you, well, the most interesting ones that you can think of, like
Oh,
understanding.
interesting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, like
Well,
I would like to say
interesting.
favorite, but like that's probably not the right word. But yeah.
Well, what an interesting one is when they say, where do you live? And you say, well, I live in my body, right? That's what I
Mm,
say to them. I live in my body because my spirit lives in my body.
mm,
They go, no, where's your address? I go, I don't wear dresses. I don't want you
mm,
to add a dress to me. They go, will you be getting any advice, legal advice? I go, I've got enough vices. I don't need to be added any extra vices. This is what
mm,
these words really mean.
mm,
Where do you reside? I go, I'm not a resident. I'm not a resident. Like it's things like that people need to know. Like if they say, where do you live? And you say, I live at, whatever, Johnson Street, 51 Johnson Street, well, if you're not at that particular, if you're not at that address, but they're asking where do you live, you're basically saying I'm not alive. And that's what statute law is. You're putting yourself in statute law. It's a trick question.
mm,
So if I say where do you live, and you say I live over there at this address, you go, oh well, you're not there now. So that technically, if you're not there now, you're not alive. And
mm.
that's what I mean. That it goes back to like corporation, which means corpse speaking. It's all the dead body speaking. So the whole language. Actually, if you look in the Black's Law Dictionary for sight, the word cite, like for citation, and I don't know if you've got it there with you, but it's basically
Not here. Yeah.
it means to summon the person, and the person's obviously the corporate entity.
Mm.
So to summon so what that really means is to summon the corpse, the speaking corpse. It's like a horror movie.
Necromancy.
It's
So,
necromancy, and it's interesting because the Bible very clearly says you're not meant to let a necromancer live, right? But they've got us to engage in necromancy, the whole of society.
mm.
And you try to tell the people in the churches that they just can't see it. They don't understand the relevance of what's written in there and how to connect it to our modern world.